Welcome back for another edition of NBA Playoff DraftKings Live. Um, I posted my 427 selection yesterday. For anybody who viewed and who followed, I won 50 cents for you. Every one of my lineups, well, I did one lineup yesterday, but it won 50 cents. So you're welcome. My goal was accomplished. That is my pretty much my one and only goal. If I could win money, that's why I do it. But anyways, so I do wanna show that the the lineup that we selected, mostly me, but I did have some input, so I do thank you guys. But mostly me. It went a little bit, but anyways, you're welcome. It was this one. This is the one that we did together. It didn't do very well. Don't get me wrong. Like it barely scratched the surface. But I think I had 5 people email me this morning and tell me thank you. You know, it's 50 cent. It ain't much, but it's something. So anyway, it keeps me betting. You know, so I've already put probably about 7, 8 more dollars on tonight. So I'm gonna do another one today. This is gonna be my 428 lineup. We got 3 games tonight, Friday. So the Friday games are usually more exciting. So when you get 3 games instead of 2, yesterday was 2 games. 2 games is a little bit easier. It's just you have to get the point players. 3 games a little bit more spread out, especially on a Friday. Oh boy, Friday could be real. It could be real crazy because some of those teams are facing elimination, and some of them need to play real hard. And then I don't think like yesterday. Yesterday both teams are knocked out. I don't think that tonight's going to be the end of the game, the round one. But yeah. So this is the lineup we picked. Did like I said, Kyle Lowry hit a triple double. He didn't do as nearly as well as I thought he would, but DeRozan showed up. So thanks, DeRozan. Anyways, Parker, Jesus, the Lord, the guy's like age doesn't affect him. I don't know what his deal is, but age does not affect Tony Parker. He was playing. He was balling last night. He really was. I don't know if many of you caught the game. He was balling. Paul Gasol let me down. I don't know why he didn't play more. They switched more to David Lee than they went away from Paul. I don't know. Maybe he said I want to play against my brother. I don't know. But Paul let me down. But other than Paul, everybody else was on point. You know, if I could have switched out Paul for somebody, I would have. This one could have definitely been. I was only 46 from the first. You know, 46 was 286. And see, the winner. I said it yesterday. The winner had Thon in his lineup. I said it yesterday. That was my hidden guy. I have another lineup that won, and he's in it too. But yeah, Giannis 50 points. Like I said, man, Giannis is gonna put 50 points up. Just Milwaukee couldn't. They just couldn't pull it out for whatever reason. And that was a hell of a collapse. Toronto, you almost gave up one of the biggest collapses. It would be like it's like the reverse of the Cleveland. You know, Cleveland came back, but you should never have let that up. Like I don't play basketball on a team, so I don't really understand how you would just go cold all of a sudden. My shoot arounds are always hit or miss, you know, but I feel like I'm pretty good at 3 point. But anyway, that's a completely different atmosphere, so I'm not even gonna try to compare that. But so yesterday I did the 15K, the one because I missed the daily dollar. Today, just to make sure that I get that I'm telling you exactly what lineup because I had to go back. I had to match this lineup because I had like 10 lineups yesterday. I had to go back and match this lineup to the video. I don't want to have to go do that. So what I'm gonna do is from here on out, when I post videos, I'm just gonna post to the daily dollar. So I'm gonna show you that it's you can still keep playing, just playing daily dollar. That's it. You know, I like the 25 cent ones. You know, don't get me wrong. You want to put $10 in, the 25 cent ones will carry you all playoffs. Because by the time you spend like $3 on a matchup, you don't want to pick any more lineups because you're just like, wow, I have 12 lineups. It's hard to pick more players. Like at that point, you're just switching out one for another. You know, and sometimes that can be very beneficial with Markieff Morris and Otto Porter. Oh man, I can't tell you how many times this year I put Markieff Morris in and Porter did good, or I put Porter in and Markieff Morris put 40 points up. Man, it gets on your nerves a little bit, but you know that's the fantasy part about it. That's why. That's why I dread sometimes, man. It'll make you hate sports. I love sports, but when I'm fucking betting on it, oh, it's weird. Like I could see, it's gonna sound bad, but I could see how some people can take it, can take this thing a little bit too far, and end up owing your life to somebody. You know, but so let's get to it. I haven't done much of my research on tonight. I know who's playing, you know, because I've followed the playoffs from day one. You know, I don't particularly follow the NBA throughout the season, but when it's playoff time, about a week before, I'm usually balls deep in it. You know, because I just when the games count, I feel it's better betting. You know, I'm kind of irritated because college football come up here in a couple of months that DraftKings did take college football off the plate. You know, I understand they instead of taking it off the plate, DraftKings, you should have just given the royalties or given a percentage to the college players. You know, they say they can't be paid. Well, who's to say you can't endorse something? Just hypothetically speaking, I'm sure that conversation's already taken place, but that's what I thought. Instead of taking it off, you should have just given the money to them. Make it a collegiate pool. You know, the better you are at the top, whatever, the more money you get. You know, and make it every sport that you bet, you should make it eligible for them to receive money from you. But anyways, so I'm gonna do Daily Dollar. Daily Dollar. Daily Dollar. Daily Dollar. Okay, Dollar. Anyways, Daily Dollar. You know, well, let's see. Because I'm not sure. Daily Dollar doesn't pay out too much. Like, I know for a while there, I just wouldn't do them because they just didn't pay out enough. Like this is, look, 3K. So it's like, what, $200, $150 first place. The good thing with the Daily Dollars is it's spread out far. Like, you see 910 people get selected out of 3. So you have a 1 in 4 chance, a little bit less, but you have a 1 in 4 chance to get your dollar back. You know, those odds are better than a scratch off or better than a lottery ticket. You know, especially since this is actually an educated guess. You know, there's certain random factors to it, but it's an educated guess. It's like saying poker fucking has a lot of skill. You know, there's a skill in reading people, but there's no skill in getting cards. But yeah, there is skill in fucking poker. Don't get me wrong. That's why the same people are always in the top. That's why certain people can make millions and make a living off of playing poker. I'm super pissed they took off fucking Poker Stars. Oh my god. I wish they'd bring that back one day. But, alright, so tonight's games, we have Washington, Atlanta, 7:30. Boston, Chicago, 8. Clippers, Utah, 10:30. Alright, big note. You know, Chicago without Rondo. You know, I think they're putting Cannon in. And Cannon's a gamer. Don't get me wrong. Cannon is a young guy. They don't have much offense, and Cannon's not scared to shoot. Clippers, obviously Blake Griffin. People keep saying it's his last game or last year as a Clipper. I think that would be dumb. You have a team that's consistently made the playoffs. Why would you break them up? Because they're not winning? No, just go for an all-star somewhere. You know, I'm sure you can find some shooter who's willing to come there. Go Carmelo Anthony. I know they were talking about that. I don't like the trade, but go Carmelo. But anyways, Washington, Atlanta's going to be a tough one. Because Washington's up 3-2. But Atlanta, Atlanta's playing balls. They're playing balls to the wall. Atlanta's playing hard. You know, I don't particularly give Atlanta a lot of credit, and I don't think they deserve a lot of credit, truthfully, because they have like 3 guys that are good on their team. Other than that, it's all wishy-washy. You got Schroeder, Millsap, and fucking Howard. Howard's still, he can be a dominant presence. He's just, it's hard to tell with him. Like, I've had games where I put him in and he'll give me 20 points because he went 8 points and 8 rebounds. Then I don't put him in like the next game, and he'll go 22 points and 21 rebounds. You're like, what the fuck? You know, so it's hard to go with him. He's not playing against much because he's got what, Gortat on the other side. So he's definitely not playing against much. Millsap will take some from him, but he's not playing against a lot. You know, so for that reason, I want Howard. You know, I'm just rambling. So like I said, this is just me doing one of my first drafts. You know, it's 3:30. I didn't want to make it. I didn't want to take too long and not post it. So this is one of the drafts. But yeah. So I'm gonna go with Howard. Gortat could do good. Don't get me wrong. Gortat, he has been almost non-existent. I think he's had 1 or 2 games where he's been pretty good. But I think for the most part, he just hasn't really shown up. All right, point guards. Point guards are hard in these three because point guards are very, very good, and then there's not much else because you got the top 4. George Hill's not part of the top 4. George Hill's good. He comes from Pop, you know. So I mean, he knows how the Spurs play. To me, George Hill's one of the most underrated players. He just doesn't put a lot into it. You know, he's a good player. He lacks that I'm gonna grab the ball and take over. You know, but in that sense, he's 5'7". I know he's gonna fucking start. You know, Cannon's 4'3". Cannon's 4'3". He put up what, 13 points, did not record an assist, 4 turnovers. You know, that's not good numbers, especially when he's playing Boston. So I think in Cannon's head, he's playing against Isaiah Thomas. I think that throws you off a little bit. You want to do better when you don't start doing, like, his first couple shots hit, but after that he fell off because he missed a couple. So like when he gets deflated, boy, he gets deflated. So I'm saying he goes flat. I just think that's going to happen to him tonight. Again, I think Boston's going to take this one tonight. I think it's going to be over. I think Dwayne Wade's going to give a hell of a fucking shot. And for that, look, boom, Dwayne Wade. Every time. Dwayne Wade's a gamer. You got to figure he's always going to be that guy. Whether he scores, rebounds, he does some little pump fake handoff, he's always going to be that guy. So Dwayne Wade's Dwayne Wade. You know, so him being 7'2", it's like getting LeBron on sale. You know, all right, yes, but he's older and he's okay. Shut up. But anyway, get back to this. John Wall, I want to pick him because I think he'll put up 60 points. But 10-6 is just not my style. Same with Chris Paul. Chris Paul without Blake Griffin is a different kind of player. He likes to shoot. He can get open. He doesn't have much around him. If DeAndre Jordan can stay out of foul trouble, see. But the problem with Chris Paul in this game is he's playing Utah. Utah's the #1 defensive team. You know, so Utah's long, lanky. They got a fucking motor. They get in your face. So I think that, in my mind, Utah is going to close. Gonna. That's going to be a close game. But I want Utah to win. Because I think the only one here I think that's going to win is Atlanta. That's the only one. I think Atlanta was going to win that game. I think Boston shuts out Chicago. And I think the Clippers beat Utah. No, I'm sorry. Utah beat the Clippers and close those two out. But the Clippers could easily lose. Don't get me wrong. Okay, so go to point guards. It's still hard to select. Like I said, George Hill, I want to go. I have a lot of money on the board right now, so I don't want to keep going high. But how can I not go with Schroeder? Like, he's out of his mind right now. But I won't. I'm going to go with George Hill. See, I don't want to go with George Hill because George Hill doesn't care. He doesn't rock the ball. So I'm going Schroeder. The only reason I'm going to go is because Ingles is usually the one that runs the Utah's offense. You know, he's the one they always put on their star guy. He's real long. He got a motor. I love the guy. He's probably one of my top favorite guys. But, yeah, so no. In this one, it's hard to select. I love Porter. But Porter's so fucking hit or miss. It's so hard to trust him. I play NBA 2K17. Porter's on my team. I love Porter. He's just a long, lanky. He's a gamer. But anyways, at 5'5", and I can get Joe Johnson or Crowder at 5'6", he's not in these two's league. You know, so in my mind, Crowder can bring down the house. So I'm gonna go Crowder. Because Crowder can actually put up 40 points. He's one of the very few they're not big names. They can put up a lot for his team. Power forward, again, I hate this one. With Gobert back, it's Gobert, right? Yeah. With Gobert back, Derek Favors doesn't hold a lot of value. He's not bad, but he still doesn't hold a lot of value because Joe Johnson is going to be the shooter. Derek Favors is going to be in there, but Gobert's good. Gobert's really good. So Favors, you have a small window of where you can impress and actually stay in the game. So I'm not sure that I can actually go with him. I like Diaw. Diaw will play, but he's just... I'm trying not to go too cheap on this one because I don't want to sell out and get rocked by anybody, you know, not anybody just hitting the middle of the road. Spades will play. He might actually start. 5 points, 4 rebounds. See, I'd only select him as a last effort. And I'd only select him because I would need a 10-pointer. And the only reason I would need a 10-pointer is because I sold out on somebody big. And I haven't done that yet, but I have got money in it. Dude, I put these two in 2 days ago, and they both got me 50 points. So if this is 100 again, and then all I need is 240 out of 6, 40 apiece. That's not bad. So I'm saying that's definitely reachable. But anyways, back to this. Mirotic probably shoots his lights out tonight. Morris could show up though. It's scary to pick because if I could pick Morris and be happy, I would do it every time. But I can't pick Morris and be happy. See, 416, 21 points, 7 rebounds, 4 blocks, 2 assists. If that Morris shows up game, then it's closed. But if that Morris doesn't show up, and there's another reason why I don't want to pick Howard. Why I still may go away from Howard. Because if Atlanta gets down too much by Washington jumping on him, Howard has a tendency to sit. This is his last game. He ain't gonna fucking play. If he's down by 20 points in the fourth with 8 minutes left, he's not gonna give his all. He's gonna mosey a fucking round. And see, I don't want that. Because I can guarantee you, if Al Horford, and we're gonna do that right now. We can go fucking crazy, man. Crazy man don't shoot. Al Horford does it all. Al Horford does it all. Because he does assists, rebounds, and everything. Okay. So, that just dropped me a little bit more. So now, I want Morris. I fucking want Morris. But I just can't trust him. I just cannot trust him. I really do think I should trust him, though. We'll trust him. We're going to give Morris a shot. Because he's playing Millsap. Who else is he playing? Porter Millsap. That's who he's playing against. It's not about them, though. It's about him actually scoring. He's a vet, though. We'll rock the vet. We'll see. We'll give him a shot. Okay, so anyways, now we're down to the open guard. And see, I'm going against most everything I ever how I ever draft. Because I bet high up top, and I don't like doing that. I like saving mine for the bottom 3, so I might do a second one, a real quick 25-cent one, just to throw you through another loop, give you another option. But anyway, so guard, I have to go cheap because I need my utility to be up in 6, 7, so I can get a decent player. Avery Bradley at 5'9", that's a good value for him. Because he can definitely put you up to 30 points if he shoots. Bazemore had a 1-game kick, and everybody's been jumping on his dick. No, he was okay in that game. But he's always been that middle-of-the-road player. 1 or 2 spectacular games doesn't make you a great player. Again, I could do Cannon and be completely fucking happy with it, but I know he's only going to give me 15 points. Do I really want to go for a 15-pointer? Reddick can put it to 20. And they're only 200 difference. But Avery Bradley is cheap for this. But he's going to... I don't want to go high. I need to go low. I know Rivers will play, but Rivers is on a minute restriction because he got hurt. Zipser played last game, but he only played in crunch time. So, you giving me 5 rebounds is not going to help me. That's not last game, buddy. So I see. Let's just go B. Let's just go Bradley. I'm selling out on Boston. Damn it. I hate selling out on teams. I don't like getting everybody from one team if I don't absolutely have to. Though I do think Boston, Chicago can be high scoring. I'm going to go the gamer. I'm gonna go the gamer. All right, so now we got another forward. Value stops here at Griffin, so Hayward, Millsap, Butler are out. I won't get them; they cost too much. Okay, so we'll Joe Johnson, Porter, Mirotic. I can do Mirotic. Mirotic's a shooter. Joe Johnson's a shooter. Porter's he's athletic. He's a player. But I got 6K, so my next check. Now I had to do a couple back and forth because I got to figure out where I want my utility guy. So if I select Mirotic at 6'7", I'm leaving not really anybody, but I don't want Howard. I took him out for a reason. So around his price, I can't buy. So Mirotic 5'4", I can't buy. So it's either I go low or I go high right now. Ilyasova will play. Portis is a player. Portis is just going against Horford. Who else does Boston have? Olenek. Green. Yeah, but Portis don't play, then I look like a fool. Because Mirotic's going to take the start. Let's see where. So I'm at 12. 2-3. Okay. IT, I can get 3-3. Ilyasova, and I can get Isaiah Thomas. I can get Zipser too. Whooshker do's, whooshker don'ts. See, but then I can get Beal, who I know is going to gain Spades. Spades is going to have a lot of problems. The Spades. Yeah, see, I think that's true. Spade's lack of success Sunday could prompt Doc Rivers to lean more on a smaller lineup. I think that's completely true. So I don't think Spades is going to actually show up to do anything. So that would leave the fucking him. But I don't think I can get away with him. I can't get away with him and be happy. If he was one less, I could be happy. But I got to be happy with my selection. I'm not happy if I pick him. So at this point, we got to select something. So I mean, you can't keep pussyfooting around and not go with anybody. So that being said, we're gonna do the Isaiah Thomas, Ilyasova. Because that looks like a good lineup. Ilyasova will give me 15. And all I need him to do is 10. All I need from Ilyasova is 10 points. That's it, and I think this one will play. All right, so there's the single daily dollar lineup. That is it, set in stone. Okay? I won yesterday. I guarantee I'll win again. I'll bet you guys. Okay, for everybody watching, if I get one comment, okay? Because I know I've seen there's been 50 people watch my shit, but nobody's comment. So if I get one comment and this lineup loses, I'll do the Truffle Shuffle on my next one. I'll start it and end it with it. That's my bet to you. So this lineup will win money. 4/28/2017. I'm making that bet to you, the YouTube people of the world, the YouTube viewers, my viewership. Hit the follow so you can watch this video, because the Truffle Shuffle gonna look kind of underneath all this black slimming clothes is a Greek god physique, you know. So you might like it, you might not. Which do you think is true? Anyways, I'm gonna do one more fast one real quick, just to kind of sum it up. You know, because I love doing these. They're real thrilling. Like, I don't know what it is about doing the lineups. It's 4 o'clock, game starts in 3 hours. You know, I'm like, yes. You know, I never watch fucking basketball until playoffs, and now I can't stop watching it. I think I watched most games. My dad's like, what are you doing? I have no idea. I just can't stop watching the basketball games for some reason. Okay, but anyways, this one, I want to try that. Because I think I'm looking at 50-50. See, but I'm going to throw another loop in. Because I want that. Actually, I want that. So now, I have to pick like that actually fucking, like this one's actually going to do something. You know, I don't think it'll do much. But we're going to go cheap. I'm going to pick people I know who play, and I have seen in games, down at the bottom. And I'm going to see if I can, at my utility, come up with another 6K, 8K. Somewhere in there. But there's Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce will play. Will he hit his 3? He'll get 2. That's it. He might not even play second half. You know, so Paul Pierce is one of those. He's a gamer though. Paul Pierce, because like Utah is one of those real defenses who get in your face. They're always there. Paul Pierce is one of those people who he has like little moves and shit there. He knows he can get you. He can get out. Believe me, he's not trapped. Should I just throw Ilyasova and call it a day? But Ilyasova give me 6. See, so these three right here, I plan to have let me down. Okay, so I'm looking at 50-50. 50-50 and 40 potential. So there's 140, 50, 60, 70. So 170. So I need about 100 out of these. That's probably not gonna happen. But we can't never be sure. Oubre, Zipser. See, I don't want Zipser. I don't want another guy who I know is not playing. See, if he was 200, I would get him. And then this one would be set. Okay, so we're going to go the other way around. I can get Gobert. And I can get DeAndre Jordan. Oh, but I didn't go with the fucking... You know what? I lied. I'm going to do this one as a Washington lineup. There's my power. Now I'm going to select it around that. Gortat. See, Gortat's going to... Watch. Gortat's going to let me down. We're going to go with Schroeder. I'll let Schroeder give us some fucking points. See what Ilyasova bring me. 4-3, not great. Cannon. He's a starter. So potentially it could be 50-50, 50-40, 30, 50. So I can go 50, 80, 120, 170, 180. We'll go 200, 210, 230. See, that's not good. That's just hypotheticals. But that's not good. That's not the number that you want to reach. You know, but I'm not sure. I think selling out on Schroeder is a bad idea. He's going to have a good game, don't get me wrong. But I think selling out on him, we're going to do this different. All right. Hmm. 9, 10, 11. See, I would be at 29. I don't want to do that. At 37. I don't want to do that. See, I don't trust him enough. I think Wall's just too much. Because check me. We'll stick with that. And that's it. I just wanted a random selection. Happens all the time. Sometimes you just randomly select ones. You want to do another one just because you got a good idea of putting somebody in, and then that make you do another one, and that'll make you do another one. But anyways, so I had 5 lineups, 6 lineups, 7 lineups. So I have 7 lineups tonight. Nothing special. I do have ones where I put Bazemore, Millsap, Markieff, DeAndre Jordan. Because I do feel like some of these guys will fucking kill it tonight, or can kill it. But, yeah, so I did 7 lineups. Like I said, my lineup yesterday, I won you guys $1.50, so we're going to go on the same one today. That's going to be my whole goal is to get $1.50 at least. So I have to get the top 900, so like I said, it was like 25, it was like 22%, 21% of people win $1.50. So as long as this is in the top 22%, we get some. And it will be in the top 22% because I'm not going to do the Truffle Shuffle on YouTube. At least I don't want to. If I absolutely have to, I will. And I hate you guys every minute for it. But anyways, continue to follow the stream. This is your boy, Breathing in Fire. So I do breathe in fire. I breathe that fire. And I'll let you guys know. We're gonna keep firing up, bro. We're gonna keep winning some money. We're gonna keep playing. All I need you guys to do put $10 and follow along with me. That's it. Just put $10 and follow along. You can go for the 25-cent ones. I go for the $1. You do the 25-cent ones. If you see somewhere you want to switch out guys, make another one. Make a 25-cent one and just switch out that guy. It is that easy. But like I said, I just want to win some money, and play with you guys, talk with you guys, just chill. So I do appreciate everything. Crazy Cat Man, again, you're welcome. That's the second time that you followed my new one. So I mean, just keep following, man. Just keep talking to me. But it's always a pleasure. It's been real, and we'll definitely keep it up. So in the meantime, I have to say goodbye. Like I said, this ain't happening. Yeah, I don't want to Truffle Shuffle, Love the guy, man. The Goonies are like no other. So, Goonies never say die. So in that sense, I'm never going to die. I'll always be here for you guys, and I will be back. So, you guys take it easy. Take care. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow, and good luck. Let's win some money together. Peace.